Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
The clap. Yeah, we recording now.
Yeah, we got black motherfuckers whooping motherfuckers' ass on Raw. Black motherfuckers whooping everybody ass on Raw.
Yes, sir. The Hurt Business. The Hurt Business is good. And business is good.
Business is good.
I'm surprised they haven't called it the Hurt Business on TV yet.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for somebody to say Hurt Business. The business. I'll just call it the business. I'm just waiting for it to be called the business, man. I ordered one of those shirts. I had to.
Yeah. I had to wait. I had to wait till I got paid. I got paid today, so I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead, re-up.
Those shirts are actually just. Have you really looked at them? It's really just Bobby Lashley's shirt.
Yeah, it's just Bobby Lashley's shirt. So I saw on MVP's Instagram, like somebody asked them. They was like, "Is there a group shirt coming out, or do I just gotta wear the Bobby Lashley joint?" and also, I mean, not to say that the Bobby Lashley joint is bad, because I will rep the King of White Women. We ain't forgot that Bobby Lashley is the King of White Women.
The king of all white women.
All white women. So we gonna talk about somebody that was affected by the immediate aftermath of the King of White Women later on in the show. And the kind of midlife crisis that motherfucker's going through right now.
No. Who did messed up? We gonna find out.
We gonna find out. We got a whole bunch of awards. We got so much going on in this show. But like going back to the black folks whooping everybody ass, man. Shout out to Cedric Alexander for joining the Hurt Business. Now I say that because a couple weeks ago they had this random white chick on. Was that on Raw?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They had this random white chick on Raw. I think she was. So I had to look her up. She's from like The Bachelor or something like that, right? Okay. So they had her on there, and the first thing she did was she popped on screen and she started flirting with Cedric Alexander. And my immediate reaction was, hey, somebody get Big Swole on the phone. Because, just because Cedric wife in AEW don't mean she ain't gonna come over and whoop somebody's ass.
You don't want that swole. She gonna whoop her ass.
she fought Britt Baker in a dentist office and stabbed her in the thigh with a needle, nigga. Like, no. White woman. That
white woman gonna get beat up by the female version of Debo. I'm gonna give you that chain.
Ain't nobody playing with you, baby D.
Oh shit, baby D. All new bootleg, the year 2000 snacks. Imagine me, we gotta come out. It's a bad motherfucker when cream fillings bite into your mouth. Glitter, fat bitch.
Take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the time, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. For you, nigga. For you, nigga.
We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold, sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, nigga. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold, sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, nigga. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold, sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold, sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, no. Coming for you, no.
Shit.
Heard no podcast like this. Black dudes with an knack for wrestling. They ain't gotta act cool. They that never bashful. And they Nash dudes get a show and act a fool on it. Talk smack then, put the whole groove on it. Fueled by shots and bruise your ass is doomed the award if you want it. Lifelong fans with an honest mission. Get media ticks without a mission. Nothing but a press pass. This barbershop talk with the best last. Bless that we rambling on they do. Listen, no, we know we got a couple of screws missing. Now who with the two dudes with the cool vision? And we coming for you, nigga.
This is uncalled for. This
Welcome everyone to We Coming For You Cast.
Oh man, what's up, y'all? Welcome to we coming for UCast episode 27 up in this motherfucker.
We did 27 episodes, man.
We did 27 whole episodes, dog.
Oh.
We getting close to 30, man.
Damn. I know it took about 4 years for us to get there, but we been there, dog.
hey, we here now. We here now. Also, we here now. We got some real ass questions.
Yes.
Going on from the folks out here. We got a couple questions from YouTube this week. Yes. People have been commenting on it. Took us 27 episodes of 4 years, but we got motherfuckers commenting on our shit. Asking questions.
It's going to be a matter of time when we piss somebody off. Damn, we got legitimate questions. Oh, that means we doing something right halfway.
Hey, hold that thought about pissing somebody off. But I am RVS. You can find me at FrenchIce06, FRANCHICE06. All social media platforms, and my homeboy right here is...
I am Rated R, and you can't find me on any social media platforms right now because they're deactivated.
Oh, shit! You did the social media scrub, huh?
I am off the grid right now. Just stay tuned, because I'll be back on when I feel like it. Motherfucker.
Hey, I do not... Listen, I, for one, do not blame you for that shit. Like, I have a Facebook account, but... You will only find me on Facebook if you go look for the We Coming For You Wrestling Cast group on Facebook and join that shit. Otherwise, no. Dude, I got on Facebook. This is an aside. I got on Facebook for 5 minutes because I've been like, yo, everything, politics going on, man. I'm like, yo, I'm all that. Yeah, all this. I'm like, yo, this has been burning. I'm gonna make this post. People talking about, hey, man, we about to vote for the third party, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm like, yo, I'm about to ether some motherfuckers on here. Bruh.
Oh, shit.
I was on Facebook for 5 minutes. Before I scrolled,
keep talking. Keep going.
Before I scrolled past people talking about eating ass, and not young people.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you heard me right.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me stop. Let's stop right there. Okay. So first of all, that was the last motherfucking thing I thought you was gonna say. I thought you were gonna talk about some political or something like that. TV or Team Android versus Team iPhone. You went to the damn nearest spectrum. Wait a minute.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Eating ass?
Motherfuckers was talking about eating ass, and it wasn't even the youngins. It wasn't even the young. Like, I would expect that out of the youngins. That's what they talk about on Twitter, and they still be talking about $200 dates and all the shit that they talked about in 2009 in my Twitter prime. But these some old motherfuckers.
Talk about eating ass.
Talk about eating ass on Facebook. That ain't where you're supposed to put your face in the book, nigga.
Oh, well, some ass eaters on Facebook.
Yeah, so I turned around and logged off, dog. I'm like, you know what?
Anything talking about eating some ass, I think I would get the fuck out of there. Facebook ain't the place talking about eating some ass. Clearly, they didn't listen when Rikishi asked us. Okay, let's stop. Let's go back.
All right, well, let's get to our questions that we have.
I don't know who the fuck. Hey, go straight to the heat. I want.
Oh, you want the heat first? Oh, you want the smoke first? All right, we gonna go to the smoke first. So we actually missed this comment. This comment was on our video about pro wrestling reparations a few months ago, right? Okay. So this person, I ain't gonna even say their name.
That's fine.
But their comment on the video for pro wrestling reparations was, "This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of." What you got to say about that?
If you don't like the shit, don't fucking listen to it, motherfucker. It ain't for you. What? Okay. The dumbest shit that you ever heard of. Okay, so mind you, you talking to people who have not seen. We have just now started to see major success with blacks in fucking WWE.
Yep.
And not only that, motherfucker, it's entertainment purposes. So you don't have to listen. Like, there's plenty of other shit that you can listen to. motherfucker. So if you don't want to listen to said show, motherfucker, take your motherfucking ass and listen to something else. If you got a problem with it, too motherfucking bad, motherfucker.
Yes.
Do you have
my
any
thoughts? My rebuttal, shit. Listen, you can go eat ass on Facebook, nigga. Talk about this is the dumbest shit you ever heard. Listen, hey, don't think because we a pro wrestling podcast that we won't tell you about yourself. I don't know if you listened to the Hulk Hogan episode, but we've calmed down.
Hey, listen, I think we have.
But I got some Uncle Nearest in my glass, and it's neats. Ain't no ice in it. It ain't watered down.
By the time this mug gets to 55 minutes, you might want to. You know what? When you finish that, I'm gonna re-ask this question again, and then it's gonna be your turn. So I'm gonna let you finish your glass.
Bet.
Maybe two more, and then you can, if you want to give him the heat, you can. You know what I'm saying? So
I might only need this one because I ain't had dinner yet. So it's on, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey man, you ain't gotta listen to the show. There's a million other wrestling podcasts your ass can listen to. If you want to stop here and put your negative feedback into it, cool. You just another fucking asshole, just like everybody else. There's other motherfuckers you can listen to. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for listening. But fuck you. Oh God, Nem. And I don't know who Nem is.
I don't even know who Nem is. So we're going to move on from the heat. We got a real question, a real good question. So this is coming from Kevin Thomas on YouTube. So the question says, is it me or do a majority of the black and Hispanic wrestlers always get put in tag teams together or put in rivalries together? Titus O'Neil and Apollo, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, LAX, Mexicules, Harlem Heat, New Jack Mustafa, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, Titus O'Neil and David Otunga, Apollo Crews and Ricochet, Mabel and Mo, Crime Time, Doom, and who can forget about New Day? Yo, what you got on that?
He has. That's a solid point. I was thinking about this today too, and it kind of goes back to what Booker T was talking about, where when he was echoing talking about Big E should change his gimmick to go a little bit more serious. The only reason I kind of agree with that because you don't see that's why I'm so high on the Hurt Business, because this is the first group I think I can remember outside of New Jack and Mustafa or the Nation of Domination. Well, a la New Jack and Mustafa, because that's where the Nation of Domination came from. Was
for sure
was from the gangsters.
Let's keep it real.
The first time I've seen a group of black dudes just serious and want to whoop motherfuckers' ass.
Yes.
Any other time we're dancing, cooning, stealing some shit, or doing some stereotypical bullshit that we don't want to see. Let's scratch The Rock, because The Rock transcended the business. He's in a whole different category by itself.
Right. But and Vince McMahon has a soft spot for Samoans anyway.
Exactly.
So that's I recognize The Rock as black, but his Samoan heritage is what got him over to Vince McMahon. Flat out.
Sure. But no, this comment has a point. Why is it that we're always in a tag team? Does the back office have anything to do with that? Sure, most definitely. Mm-hmm. But again, to play devil's advocate, how come we haven't seen someone of our race actually break out or do something different? Could it be lack of talent? I don't know. Could it be the powers that be? Probably so. I don't know, man. It's something that I wish that we could see now. Because for me, it'd be something different.
For sure.
Right now, wrestling definitely needs something different. WWE needs something different. They really do, and that's why I'm hoping the Hurt Business continues to grow and evolve, and maybe to something bigger, and maybe we'll get that. So whoever sent that question, damn good analysis, damn good question, man. Appreciate it.
For sure. Shout out to Kevin Thompson with that one, man. Yeah. I 100% agree, man. It's not just you, Kevin. That's what it is. Yep. And I think what it comes down to, I mean, it's good old-fashioned racism, man. But on a different level, it's good old-fashioned like a misunderstanding of who people are. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that whole thing of I can't remember who said this. Damn, somebody just said this recently, but they were just saying that when you're a black wrestler, your gimmick is being a black wrestler. Right. You know, for the longest time, it's 2020, bruh. It's 2020. Like, you know, black people, like we know that black people are multifaceted, that black people have all these personalities. Hey, man, you can have the black people that are dancing, but you sure in the fuck better have the black people that's whooping ass. Sure. And you sure in the fuck better have black people that's in the middle. You can have a black Bray Wyatt. You can have a black Undertaker. Yes, not the nigga taker, though. There's an actual wrestler called the nigga taker. It is actual nigga taker. Not the nigga taker. You don't want the not the nigga taker.
I think that's why I think like Papa Shango's gimmick, Berman Simity, was I think that was way ahead of its time because some shit like that right now. With all the special effects and shit you can do. Shit.
Exactly.
Dude, that character would be crazy right now if you did it right. You know what I'm saying? So
even though that still has some racist tropes in it too, because black people in voodoo and stuff like that. But it was you know, left field. It was original. You know, it was out of the park. Also, I'm gonna say this, and it's kind of funny, but the Boogeyman. Think about the Boogeyman. Like, the Boogeyman is hilarious. I love the Boogeyman. That dude is hilarious. He's actually hilarious in real life. He's like a personal trainer. Like, he trained cats in his garage and shit.
Okay.
That dude is hilarious. But his whole, like, and his biggest claim to fame pre-Boogeyman was him going on Tough Enough. I think he's either Tough Enough 2 or 3. And he lied about his age. He was like 35 at the time. He said he was like 23 or some shit. And they he was like black don't crack, and it was like, nah, I crack a little bit, motherfucker. We on to you. But the Boogeyman, it's an out there gimmick. It's memorable, and aside from that, and we're gonna get to this a little bit later too. That black man owns it too. So that's what's dope. Okay. But yeah, WWE. I'm gonna even put AEW in there as well. Like AEW, I kind of see them creeping along the lines of not necessarily having the black wrestlers. They have to atone for black people losing every week on AEW Dark. But wrestling got to get past this whole if you are this race, that's your gimmick.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Dude, you know what gimmick? I'm surprised we have not seen a black dude do, and like. Why hasn't nobody done like the wrestling version of Floyd Mayweather in WWE? Like, that shit would work.
Yeah. So I think they were trying to do that. Well, they were trying to do that with MVP, kinda. But MVP was more so like Terrell Owens and Chad Ochocinco, Chad Johnson, whatever. His mama named him Johnson. His name Johnson. But he was more so like those cats. But they really do need a black wrestling character that talks shit, but is like really, really like nobody can fucking beat him.
Can back it up. Like
exactly.
He's that nigga.
Exactly. Hey, honestly, if we want to keep it a buck, they could get Floyd to actually fucking do it. Or instead of getting Floyd to do it, get Floyd to manage that person.
Ooh, I don't think Vince can afford Floyd though. He can't. Vince gonna have to pay him like to come on this because Floyd equals ratings. If that headline showed on ESPN, Floyd Mayweather has just signed with WWE. That's your ratings.
That's it.
That shit goes from a 1.7. That motherfucker, I guarantee, will hit a 5. I guarantee a Monday Night Raw will be a 5 if Floyd Mayweather showed up on Raw. I promise you.
And Floyd wasn't making as much money as he is now back when he fought Big Show years ago. Yeah. So
Floyd got his own PBC. He got Tank Davis, Earl Spence. The Charlo dog. No, he's making it. Right? No, he don't need WWE. He don't need WWE. WWE need him.
That's real.
For real.
All right, man. So we're gonna move on to the news, man. We got so this news actually broke right after we finished recording the last episode, but we didn't get a chance to double back to it. But The Rock, man, he ended up getting the Rona, bruh.
Yeah, out of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
I think he announced it like near the tail end of it, like he's coming out of it. And with him finding that out with him, we found out Kevin Nash had it, and he was actually done with it. That's, dude, y'all, wait, motherfuckers, including this evil motherfucker that sent us a message. I'm saying this because I care. Wear your mask, y'all. And he may be a motherfucker that don't want to wear it. No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't like negative fucking shit, you motherfucker. Thanks for listening to the podcast, though. Well, put your goddamn mask on, man. Put your mask on, man. And I'm not saying The Rock didn't take the proper precautions in doing that shit. And The Rock is a healthy motherfucker. Right. But he's global. The Rock's international. So if there was anybody who was more susceptible to getting it, it would probably be him unless he was at home. But I'm glad to hear that he was okay. I'm sorry that him and his family got it. There's nothing to play with, y'all. This shit ain't nothing to fuck around with, bro. It's not. Just take the proper precautions and be safe. I don't know what more would you. I'm gonna say whatever you know. I'm saying on TV now. All you alt-right motherfuckers that don't want to listen, don't listen to me. Go fucking listen to what you want to listen to.
Right.
But yo, if I'm wearing my mask, I'm doing that to protect you, motherfucker, and myself.
Nigga,
I'm not just doing it. I'm doing it to help your ass. So give me some damn props for doing that shit. I'm not just doing this shit to fucking because the TV says so. No, again, I got it. So I know that shit exists. Right. You may not have it yet. I don't know. You may not think it's a big deal. Motherfucker, that shit is real. Wear your goddamn mask. Yes. So there's a little aside. So for the folks that live in St. Louis, man. So my wife and I, this is months ago. This is like at the very, very beginning of the shit. But we were in Lafayette Square. We were getting ice cream from a ice cream joint there. Right. So we come out. We're wearing our mask. And again, like you said, the masks are to protect other people. I'm trying to protect your ass. I'm not trying to fucking. Get the fuck out of here.
This is altruistic shit right here. You know, shout out to the folks in Japan. Like, you might watch a New Japan show and you see people in the crowd with masks on. Shit. Even like going way back because they understand as a culture, yo, if I'm sick, I don't want to get other motherfuckers sick, right? Exactly. But anyway, we get out the car, we got our mask on, and it's this white dude, and okay, I'm not sorry to say white dude. It's important to the story. So I'm going to say it was a white dude and his...
We're not sorry. This has nothing to do with that. RP, man. Go ahead.
Yes, Wakanda forever. But it was a non-Wakandan and his non-Wakandan significant other that were sitting outside of the ice cream joint. And when we got out, his significant other was just like, oh, shit, let me go back to the car and get my mask. Right. He got pissed off because we had masks on. His girl was like, yo, I should probably fall in line. And he starts spouting off this bullshit about how wearing a mask is only going to make you sicker because if you had the shit, it's going to ricochet back off the mask into your throat again.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna send you a link. There's a link on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a guy. It's a Caucasian guy on YouTube that talks about the benefits of wearing a mask and not wearing one. And he uses. Is this dude with the torch gun? With the torch, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I saw that.
There's a link on the bottom of the screen for motherfuckers that you interacted with you and your wife. Wear your fucking mask, man.
Just wear it, man.
How does some shit? So the corona go ricochet off the mask and bounce off somebody else. So it's motherfucking corona made by Spalding, motherfucker. Are you serious? Is you serious? It's gonna ricochet. Like we not talking about the wrestler ricochet. It's gonna bounce off a fucking a cloth mask. A mask. It's going to ricochet and bounce and hit your ass another 6 feet. So you already 6 feet away from me. So shit gonna ricochet off me and bounce off you. That is the most repugnant shit I think I've ever heard of in my fucking life, dog. Are you fucking serious?
With your I'm rubber and you're glue ass. Whatever you say bounces off me, sticks to you, punk ass motherfucker.
You motherfuckers better be happy. It's time for me to learn how to use this soundboard again because I'm about to put some sound effects in this. I've downloaded so much these new sound effects I'm ready to put on this podcast. It's gonna make this motherfucker totally different. And I can't wait. Where you mad, people? Where you mad? But Rock, we happy to hear you healthy. Nash, man, we happy to hear you healthy, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Y'all stay safe. Everybody stay safe. This shit is for real, bro. And here's what y'all don't understand. The shit ain't gonna go away unless y'all fucking do what you fucking supposed to do.
Exactly.
You want to stop wearing a fucking mask? Wear your mask.
Right. Talk about you can't breathe. Motherfucker, y'all be eating ass on Facebook talking about y'all can't breathe. Shit. Guess from all that. You know what? I ain't gonna. I was gonna go too far. I finished my glass, so I was gonna go too far.
I'm gonna ask you that question about the motherfucker, because you ain't got a name. You are now a motherfucker of the podcast. So
yes.
Motherfucker, don't talk on our shit no more, man. Like seriously, dog. Now he probably gonna send his army of minions over here to get on our comment page, and he probably that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, come on, motherfucker. come on, Cletus. Come on. You might walk over here, but you gonna lip back.
Please give us some smart comments and shit like that. That's cool. We want the smoke. We want the smoke.
So, speaking of the smoke. So Vince McMahon said, "Yo, if you do anything outside of WWE and any third parties, you got smoke with WWE."
I've heard about that. Yeah. So all you YouTube motherfuckers, click like, subscribe. All y'all motherfuckers that done found a loophole to buy cars and say you have a business. Don't get me started on YouTube, motherfuckers. I know y'all got to hustle, but don't get me started because if I was drunk. I can't stand you, y'all Go ahead, tell the story. I don't want any more heat than what we got from the motherfucker. But
you want nobody smashing that like button to come over here?
Click like, subscribe. Click like and subscribe these nuts. That's what you click like and subscribe.
So, if you work for WWE, you can't tell people to click like and describe these nuts because Vince McMahon required superstars to stop using third parties such as Cameo, Twitch, YouTube, all of that. So, Vince McMahon issued an edict this past week that talent could no longer engage in third parties, which would presumably include platforms like Cameo and Twitch. WWE held a call with talent regarding the reinvention of the product. During the call, it said WWE owns, get this, not just the character names of talent, but their real fucking names.
So what does this mean for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
So if you peep, Rock. So there's times when Rock can go as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and there's other times where he goes as just Dwayne Johnson. He can only put The Rock in his name when he has an active contract with WWE.
Okay.
So if you notice when he's promoting movies, but then he's gonna be at WrestleMania, it's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Otherwise, it's just Dwayne Johnson.
So all right. So you just said that they own their character names and their real names?
That's what Vince and them are saying right now, that they own people's real names, government names.
Okay. So here's my problem. This motherfucker has the nerve and the gall to say talent is independent contractors. Nigga, this don't seem like you an independent contractor.
Not at all. What you mean you're an independent contractor, but I own your name?
What the fuck kind of fucking Stalin shit is this?
That nigga Marlo is mad. Like, nigga, my name is my name. What are you talking about?
What are you doing? I can't use my name. No, so you own me? That's what you said? So you the 20th century version of a slave master. Get the fuck out my face with this shit.
You know what? Let's talk about it. Because that is a good point. Vince McMahon is basically saying that he is a slave master. He owns these people for the length of the time that they're under contract with WWE.
I don't agree with it, man. Because the reason being because there's at least like individuals who are actively doing things outside of WWE that is making tremendous amounts of money. We talking Rock, Cena, Miz, Hogan did it with his bitch ass. And who else? I'm forgetting about somebody else. That's not right, man. Like if somebody else is, I get it that WWE gave you the exposure to other facets of media. Sure, there's nothing wrong with that. But that's like what's my boy name? What's the like Al Silver saying, yeah, LeBron, you better give me 50% of motherfucking Space Jam 2 because you fucking made it here. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit.
Like Jordan, all the shoes. Yeah. Well, so Jordan was different because he negotiated all his contracts separate from the NBA Players Association. So that's why whenever you bought an NBA video game, it was a player 95 that had all of Jordan's stats, but he was player 95.
He was player 95.
Jordan said, "Don't put none of my shit in shit."
I don't agree with that shit, man. These you've already taken a pretty healthy stipend from merch that like technically that you're not, most of the time you're not helping push. You know, and the merch don't sell unless you decide to put a rocket on their back to get them on TV. Then on top of that, they got to go through a list of fucking writers to approve all of that shit. And then you, at the end of the day, you the final approver. And then maybe I might have a chance to make it. Like, no, bro. That's if I'm not making it with you, why am I gonna stay here when I can go make it somewhere else? What you gonna put a clause in my contract saying, or after 90 days, then now I can go get a Twitch page or a YouTube page? That's why motherfucking Zack Ryder was the first person that started this shit, and that motherfucker blew up off YouTube. And what did you do to him? Goddamn thing! Let him get the Intercontinental Championship on WrestleMania. Okay, fine, you did something right. But then after that, where was he after that? That was like 6-7 years later after he blew up off the internet. And let's not forget, after he blew up off the internet, they pushed him just a little bit and then buried his ass. And they made a statement. They made a statement basically saying, "Don't you ever in your life go outside these walls and get yourself over." That's bullshit. So I have to sit here and wait for you to get me over when your time is right. I got bills, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
That's literally, this man's taking money off people's tables, dog. Yeah. And motherfuckers need money right now. That's some bullshit, bro.
For sure.
Let me use my likeness and my craft to go do something. I don't agree with that, dog. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it's totally double-sided because on one hand, he's saying, yo, don't go out to these third parties. Now, I'll bring it back because basically their argument, WWE's argument is that they should be negotiating deals with these third parties as a whole, WWE. Basically so Vince could get his cut. So here's one thing he's saying. He's saying, yo, don't go out here and get yourself over or get yourself no extra money. But then on the other hand, he's also saying, yo, you need to reach for that brass ring and you need to grab that brass ring. Wait a minute. How you going to get yourself over, but then also, not get yourself over, but then also reach for that brass ring to get yourself over? What the fuck am I supposed to do other than sit down and wait for the writers to write you some fire shit? And that's why people are frustrated. That's why people leave WWE and they go to other companies and they just like, yo, I'm ready to work again.
It's Vince's company. I get it. He makes all the decisions, but I don't. That's bullshit, man. Like if I'm doing like you know what probably was the real reason why is because of the fact like The Rock and Paige and Xavier Woods being able to find another platform where they're getting paid specifically towards them, you know, and granted, if you use it, that's like, No, this is like like this is like a resume for a corporate job. That's like in your last 3 jobs you had. No, nigga, you gotta pay us because we gave you that experience to go to get this better job. No, nigga, I'm not paying you.
I'm not paying you a license for the shit that I actually did.
Oh, that's funny. But come on, Vince, quit being so damn greedy, man. You getting cashed out by The Rock with the XFL. I know you want, and that wasn't your fault. That was going to succeed. It was going to succeed, bro. That was Rona's fault. You did a phenomenal job with that. Like, seriously. Yep. I can't fault you on anything. You had the right distribution, everything. XFL was going to be a success. I know it was. And it still may be, but I know Rona made you have to go chapter 11 with that motherfucker. I get it. But don't take that out on your current talent that you have right now. And then you don't have nothing. If you don't have nothing for them, then you need to start making things for them. So if you don't want them making money somewhere else, you just want to making money in WWE, then start pushing these motherfuckers. Start doing some character development. Then I wouldn't have a gripe with it. If everybody had their amount of time to do the things, and I get it, you know, it's only a certain amount of time. Mind you, you got motherfucking 3 hours on Monday Night Raw, so I don't know why motherfuckers can't get people, but that's a whole nother subject.
3 fucking hours.
You got 3 fucking hours. You got all this talent. You got 3 fucking hours. You have a whole digital network, a whole ass digital network where you can make character development, and you're not doing it.
Not doing none of that shit.
I don't understand. It's when you want to. That's not right. That's not right, bro. I would have a major problem with that. So don't be surprised if Tony Khan start getting a bunch of phone calls and you start losing talent. And eventually at some point you're gonna be like, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Because you can only ride the Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt. It's simple. Don't make the same mistake that you made with Cena.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Ain't no stars right now because Cena was a man for 15 years.
Yep. So on that note, so it looks like they're trying to do something right with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman.
They are.
They're finally giving people what they want, but I think at a bigger level. So I noticed a change when WWE moved over to the Thunderdome, right? So I noticed kind of a change in perspective, a change in, you know, whatever else. Like Roman Reigns came back. He was a holdout that was just basically like, I'm not coming back with this Rona going on. Also, Sami Zayn was another cat that was just like, I'm not coming back with the Rona on, and he's back now. Right. So apparently there's a difference in their testing protocol. There's a difference in what they're doing to keep the Rona at bay. But from a show perspective, so if you've watched any like the shows in the Thunderdome as opposed, SmackDown is on right now, which I usually miss because it's on Fox, so I got to tune on the regular ass TV to watch it. But I'm gonna ask you, so I've noticed a little bit of difference since they've switched to the Thunderdome. But have you noticed the difference in quality in WWE since they moved to the Thunderdome?
Yes, I have. Specifically on both shows, I have. I haven't had a chance to watch NXT, but I definitely have noticed better quality character development. Like, I know we shit on WWE a lot, as among other wrestling podcasts that do, but I'll give credit when it's due. They're doing a good job right now as far as developing talent that they want to develop right now. Maybe along the lines of, you know, I just don't agree with the whole using I don't like that, man. Like, that's just showing you this. You got too much power. You have too much power over individuals. You telling me that's like my job saying you can't go and do something else outside of the work to make money. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't get it. And again, what is an independent contractor? Like, you're an independent contractor. I don't think they're independent. This the biggest coup in independent contracting legalese that I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah. So speaking of the legalese with independent contractors, politician Andrew Yang even spoke on like, you know, independent contractors and all that good stuff. So Andrew Yang actually tweeted like, if I'm not the Secretary of Labor, I'm pretty confident that I'll have his number to talk about the ridiculous classification of WWE wrestlers as independent contractors while controlling their name and likeness for years.
Right.
Even for something as benign as Cameo. Come on, Vince. You're already deprived the folks breaking their backs for you of healthcare, security, recovery time, retirement benefits, and fair treatment, i.e. licenses and royalties. At least let them make a living off their own names. Many of them need it. I grew up as a wrestling fan, and it's been sad to see so many of my childhood heroes pass away early. I feel better knowing that they and their families were being fairly treated. I look forward to doing what I can for the next generation of performers. I know how tough it is. And also, he says this, Vince, you better hope your old friend Donald wins because the change is in the air and changes are long overdue where your corrupt labor practices are concerned. It would give me great pleasure. The people know. That's Andrew Yang. That even commented, like, as this whole thing is going on. So WWE likes that third-party publicity. They like that publicity, the good and bad. Well, you got a political candidate saying, I'm coming for your ass if you keep this shit up. Mr. Man, we coming for you, nigga.
Yeah, man, that's not right, man. Like if people, like, gaming has nothing to do with fucking WWE besides the fact if you playing WWE 2K.
Bro, wait, could you imagine now if WWE got a Twitch deal, could you imagine what that would look like? Now, first of all, they would only be playing WWE games. Them motherfuckers would be playing SmackDown, Here Come the Pain. They wouldn't even, you know what? They wouldn't even go back and play the cool games like No Mercy or WrestleMania Arcade. They'd be playing all the bullshit. They'd be playing them online, the mobile games. Game
that's coming out, that WWE Battlegrounds.
Battlegrounds, yeah. Sound like the damn pay-per-view. They're gonna be playing that shit, and like it's gonna turn from people playing video games to people playing on their phone. And they're gonna be like, yeah, this is cool. Now, mind, okay. So if WWE gets a Twitch channel, who are the top 3 people? Not the gamers, not like AJ Styles, not Xavier Woods, Tyler Breeze. Who are the top 3 WWE company people that will be playing games on WWE Twitch?
It'd be Cena, Reigns, and Triple H. No, I mean, see what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? Oh my God. I'm surprised that Vince doesn't. Okay, so that's like, okay, there's a rumor that Brock is going back to UFC. So what do you mean that Brock has to get some of his UFC purse from getting his ass whooped by Bones Jones to Vince McMahon? Is that what you saying?
Ooh, hot take.
No ass for doing that shit.
Ooh, wait a minute. Let's go back to that hot take of Brock Lesnar get his ass whooped by Bones Jones though.
We will once we get to the award segment.
Yes, let's do that. We gotta shine Bones Jones up every now and then.
I don't know what better tune-up fight for John Jones in the heavyweight division to get Brock Lesnar at the age of 40. I don't know any other tune-up. That's about as best as you can't get no better tune-up but taking your car to fucking Paul Cerami. Shout out to people in St. Louis if you know who Paul Cerami is.
Very, very, very good point. Very good point. All right, man. We're going to move on to some AEW news. So we talked about this. We alluded to it earlier. But a couple weeks ago, your boy Rusev, the Bulgarian Brute, using his under his real name, the best man, Miro. Debuted in AEW.
Brother Nero.
I knew you'd come. So he came out sporting a different look. He came out. So if you follow Rusev on social media, let me say this: if you don't follow Rusev on social media, you need to. You need to. I started following Rusev on social media, or Miro on social media. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. And on Tupac's birthday, he tweeted, "Machiavelli forever. That's my dude." I was like, you know what? There's there's something to this dude. I like him, but he came out. He came out of AEW in a Gucci fit, like not like the flashy Gucci, but the Gucci that looked like it came from Walmart.
Right.
So you know it's expensive. He had the Gucci and he had some Yeezys on.
Yep.
He dyed his hair blonde. Now, the IWC has been talking about this a lot, and I have some thoughts about this. So they've been talking about the fact that he came out, and the first thing he did was take a pot shot at WWE.
Yeah.
So, what I want to say before I say my piece, what do you think about that?
Here's my thing. Like, okay, if I get it that you want that's some quick heat to get by taking a quick shot at WWE. I implore that all wrestlers who are coming from WWE and going to AEW to stop doing that, because that means you're still giving them the power. Like it's 2020. We all know the stories. We all know, like we see it on TV because you're not on there. We're not on them. And I don't mean that as a disrespectful term. I mean that because you're leaving, you're going somewhere. You don't have to keep taking the shots at WWE. Like TNA was doing that shit. I'm not sure if Ring of Honor was really doing it. To me, it still just shows them that WWE is the be all end all when it comes to professional wrestling. Maybe stop doing that. Start trying to treat them like they treat y'all. Like quit giving them the power. Go on AEW and show WWE what they missed out on by busting your ass. That's what I want to start doing. Like, we know you left. We know who you are. Now prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to blast off. I know that's the cool thing to do. I get it. That's gonna get a rise. That's definitely gonna get a rise out the IWC. I get it. But yo, man, start showing your craft. Like, we get a whole brand new wrestling company was started based off of what has been going on in the culture of WWE.
Yep.
We get it. We get it.
Yep.
Now act on it. Start proving us wrong. Proving them wrong. Because right now you're not. No one is really. They're not.
Yep. So here's my thing as well. So they've had basically people have come in and they talk about, all right, I came from WWE basically. Hold on just a second. I'll pause real quick. Yes, that was my wife doing a barrel roll across the screen. Yes. That's what we do in this house. Listen to the episode Married Torque Sessions. You see how we get down.
Yes.
But like I was saying, man, so I think part of the thing with people coming out on AEW when they first leave WWE, I think part of it is them getting an open mic with no writers, which could be dangerous, right?
Yes.
Because they basically like, yo, go out there and say what's on your mind. Well, what's on their mind is, yes, I am fucking glad to not be over there so I could do some shit.
Right.
So the problem is everybody says that because everybody feels that.
Right.
What AEW has to do is they have to kind of rein that in a little bit and basically say, okay, you have a live mic, but here's what you need to talk about. Fuck that WWE shit. Because the cool thing that I like about AEW, Ring of Honor does this, New Japan does this, WWE is the only one who doesn't do this, but they take everybody's shit and everything that they've done outside the walls,
right,
and they use that as canon. They use that as what they've come into. Kazim Foyende, a Real Life Cast, said this on a podcast, and it made sense. He said, "Yo, it's called the WWE Universe for a reason, right? Nothing happens outside of this universe, and that's why WWE is the be all end all, because they position themselves as the be all end all. Now, I think that AEW, all these other organizations can recognize, like they did it with John Moxley and Brody Lee, where they were like, yo, they have history, and they left it at that. The commentators left it at that. Jim Ross, Excalibur, Tony Giovanni do an excellent job of shit like that. Right. So, but what they need to do is for the wrestlers, they like, yo, I know that it's cathartic to come out and say this shit, but say, like you said, save it for the ring.
Yeah.
Save it for the ring. I want you to do, if the first move you do out this motherfucker is a banned WWE move like a pile driver, do that. Because that's the other thing. AEW is for the smart fans. AEW is for the fans that know shit. We know all the band moves in WWE. Bro, come out of the gate and pile drive the shit out of somebody through a table. And we'd be like, damn, he couldn't do that in WWE.
Bro, the main thing AEW needs to do is do what WWE is not doing. Y'all already got the TV 14 rating. Start leveraging and using, and they are, but leverage it and use it towards your own benefit and set yourself apart from them at the end of the day. Do whatever you can to set yourself apart from them. I've heard, and I heard it because from Conan on Keeping It 100 that TNA is actually Impact Wrestlers. You kind of want to watch it. Because
you know what? Hey, bro.
They've been doing some good shit.
For real. I've been DVRing Impact every week, so it's a little bit of a bummer because they still have zero fans, right? They still have nobody else in the arena other than the two wrestlers and the ref,
right?
So that's the only difference, because you can watch AEW, they have people in the crowd. You can watch WWE now, even with the Thunderdome, they have this ambiance. They're piping in crowd noise, so that's the only thing holding them back. But Impact has been having some dope ass matches though. I kind of talked about it last episode, but Chris Bay and Willie Mack, and it's like a month and a half ago, they had a dope ass match for the X Division Championship. Right. That was just like, yo, like Impact is really, so this is the thing too. Impact has gone under the radar. So if we really want to think about it, Impact is going on 17 years.
Yep. Longer than WCW?
Longer than WCW.
That's crazy if you think about it.
If you really think about it, they've been around longer than WCW.
I've written off Impact, and they are still here to this day.
Several times. They've changed. They've been on like 6 or 7 TV stations in 17 years, but now they're on Access TV. Shout out to Mark Cuban and Steve Harvey with the money bags for that shit. But they've flown under the radar as like a solid, sometimes number 2. I would say it was probably number 2 when AJ, Samoa Joe, and all of them were around. Yep. But definitely number 3. They've been hovering around to, definitely top 4 for a long time. Right.
And I don't. Why is WWE gobbling up all this talent and not doing nothing with it? Like I don't.
Yes.
Why get all this talent?
Yes.
If you not going, that's like if the Lakers picked up Adonis from Milwaukee, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and you put them on the bench and you're not playing them. Like, yo, man, play these stars. Like, who I'm surprised is not, and I have a theory, but I'll get to that. But you know who I'm really surprised from TNA that didn't get the push that I thought he was going to get?
Yeah.
Bobby Roode.
Oh.
I don't know why this man ain't been put in. He may very well be a leader of Retribution or a member. I don't know.
He might be.
But, dude, he was the shit in TNA. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, y'all gobble up all this talent so they won't go elsewhere, but you won't use them. And then you say, I can't go on a third party and get myself. Then what the fuck you want? You just paying me to sit on my ass?
Right.
Like, come on, man.
which for a normal job would be fine.
Sure.
But when you're throwing yourself back on a big old solid piece of plywood, you have to keep doing that. You can't stop doing that shit. You got to build your back guy callus up. You can't stop doing that shit and then expect to go do that shit somewhere else. It don't work like that. You got to keep doing it. So, and that was a good point too, because a lot of people in the IWC were talking about, oh, well, it's just another WWE person. Like there was a flyer about this past week's Dynamite, and they were like, yo, it's all WWE people on it.
Yep.
And it's like, but at the same time, WWE has employed 75% of the wrestling industry and just let, 60 people go? Of course, AEW is going to bring in WWE folks and stuff like that. And I'll talk about this as well. So, going a little bit deeper dive into AEW, me being an AEW mark, I'll admit that. But what they've been doing, one of the things that people are kind of ignoring is that AEW was built on the back of Cody, Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, right?
Yep.
All of those guys have taken a back seat in order to put the rest of the company over. Sure. So to have a poster with none of them on it is actually indicator that they're doing the right thing.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because then it basically shows like, yo, they've gotten the company over without them being the faces.
That's true. That's true.
What's happening now, though? What's happening right now at AEW, though? So the Bucks are turning back heel. Kenny Omega is possibly turning heel. They basically took Hangman Page, who was like Young Bucks have said that they were just like, yo, this dude is dope. This is our pet project. We gonna make this dude the biggest star in wrestling. They basically taking him, they're sort of positioning him to be, you know, one of their top baby faces at AEW.
Right.
You know, like I said, Kenny Omega, I really think Kenny Omega is the verge of being that workhorse that he once was, right. You know, going back to it. Cody gone.
Yeah.
Cody, so we gave, I ain't gonna lie, I gave Cody a lot of shit for the TNT Championship shit.
I did too.
And then got his ass whooped by Brody Lee. He didn't get in a punch, a kick, nothing. He got his ass whooped. He gone. He's like, look, I'm gonna go film some other shit. I'm gonna be on a game show.
Yeah, I saw he wrote himself off.
he wrote himself clean off the show. So I will say that those cats, like, it's starting to bubble. It's starting to bubble that AEW is like kind of, okay, let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. My wrestling patience is low. I ain't gonna lie. Because especially in the Rona, man, it's like I gotta see something that's just like here and now. But I think they bubbling with some shit.
Yeah. We'll see. Time will tell. I just want them to just do whatever you can to separate yourself away from WWE. That's why, like back in the Monday night, you know, I'm showing my age here, but back in the Monday Night Wars, like, it was literally a totally different product from when you turned on Raw, and you turned on Nitro.
Exactly.
And I'm talking before, well, I'm kind of talking at the twilight of the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Like, Nitro was still a different product. And they very rarely mentioned WWE until they started beating their ass in the ratings war.
Yep.
Then they were taking shots at them because they were the number one.
Right. Or when NWO came on, it was like up north. North. Or
New York or some shit like that. Yeah. Separate yourself from them, man. Y'all got it's time. Let y'all all do your own separate things. I would like to see that.
So speaking of AEW separating themselves, so on the Talking Shop Patreon podcast, so Doc Gallows and Machine Gun Carl Anderson were talking to Young Bucks. They were talking to the Young Bucks. Rocky Romero is the third host on there. He's in New Japan. But they were talking to the Young Bucks on the episode. And they talked about some of the original plans for the first Dynamite.
Okay.
So if you remember, Gallows, Anderson, AJ Styles, all their contracts were up at the end of, what was that? It was like around like March. Oh, no, it's like May 2019. Dynamite started October 2019.
Right.
So during the Talking Shop Patreon podcast, the Young Bucks were on with Gallows, Anderson, and Rocky Romero. They all talked about how close Gallows and Anderson were to making the jump to AEW. Mm-hmm. That piece of information is not a secret, but the new information that came out during the show was that none other than AJ Styles was also supposed to go, or were in talks to go to AEW.
Yep.
So the conversation started when Gallows and Anderson were joking about being released by WWE. Matt Jackson said, people don't realize that when we were pitching to have you guys come in, it wasn't going to be the two of you. It was going to be another person I won't name, but another Bullet Club person you may or may not want to talk about. Gallows and Anderson could be heard groaning in the background while Matt was talking, since they regretted not making the decision to jump to AEW around that time. Because if you remember, they signed extensions. All three of them signed extensions, and then Gallows and Anderson got laid off.
Right.
So Matt continued. When we were originally going to do Dynamite, the first episode of Dynamite, we were going to debut at Madison Square Garden. After the match, three of you, not just two of you, were going to jump the guardrail, and we were going to have like a Bullet Club reunion. Woo. We were going to throw up the Too Sweet, and then the three of you were going to jump us and make us bloody and destroy us, and then we were going to go be off to the races. And obviously, that didn't work out. I remember the first guy in this conversation we're talking about right now, he busted us and said, and he's like, I just got too good in the offer. I would have never got the offer without your guys' offer. So I just wanted to say thank you. And then Matt repeated the phrase saying, I just wanted to freaking say thank you. Because that's how AJ talk. So it also notes that it was in March. So Styles signed a lucrative 5-year deal with WWE in March 2019, and that's basically what stopped him from going to AEW. What are your thoughts on that?
WWE knew the writing on the wall. That's why they did that shit. Like WWE ain't as dumb as what we portrayed them to be for our storylines. But on a business sense, them motherfuckers are smart.
Oh, absolutely! Come on now. If Vince is good at anything, it's business.
It's
for
business.
sure.
For sure.
100%.
You like. That's the one guy from TNA that I'm glad he was able to continue to do and ride that wave that he's been riding for years. He made I mean, you got me on TNA because of AJ.
Because of AJ Styles, bro.
Styles and
oh my
Joe.
gosh,
man! Some of AJ Styles' best work I've seen was in TNA.
Yep,
and,
absolutely.
I know, he's gotten older and he's not doing half of that shit he was doing. When he first came into WWE, he was doing that TNA shit. But he quickly shut that.
Yeah, I think AJ was like, let me get over it. Once I get over it, I'm going to slow down.
I remember I went – when AJ first got there, I was doing some work with my previous employer I was working for. I was doing some work in Chicago. And I went to the first Monday Night Raw that AJ had in Chicago at the Allstate Arena. I was there.
Oh, my gosh.
I was there in attendance, and he fought Jericho. Hell of a match.
Yep. And Jericho was responsible for actually getting AJ Styles over.
Yeah.
For real in Vince's eyes.
No, WWE know what they do. If AJ were to show up on Dynamite, you may have had a shift in the ratings. Like I definitely would have tuned in to watch that shit. And I'm
absolutely.
Sure about 1 million other people would have too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Now, AEW has hit 1 million. They have hit 1 million, but they would have hit 1 million that first night if AJ Styles showed up. Especially if AJ Styles showed up, it was Bullet Club reunion, and then they just beat the shit out of the Young Bucks.
Easily. And then you throw Moxley in on top of that and everything else they got going on. Be a hell of a show to watch right now. It will be must see TV. Let's put it that way.
For sure. So I want to back up a little bit too, because there's a lot of Bullet Club happenings in wrestling right now. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Finn Balor, who just won the NXT Championship, and that's exactly where he needs to be. He needs to be the champion of NXT. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling everybody they can listen to, like, Prince motherfucking Devitt is that dude. Yeah. That's the man. Yeah. He even said this himself. He was like, yo, WWE main roster was using the Demon as a crutch. He was like, the Demon was never, like, when he was in New Japan and he would wear the face paint, that was literally like, I'm doing this for the Tokyo Dome show. This is a big show. I'm going to come out here and do something flashy. So WWE took that. They made it into a character like WWE does. He was like, nah, dog, I could be ruthless without all that shit. Right. He ain't been a Demon one time in NXT since he's been back. And he's been the Prince. He's been Wrecking Shop. So the person that he fought, though, is also former Bullet Club member Adam Cole. Uh-huh. And they had a little thing where, before they had the match against each other, when they had the three-way against Ciampa, they threw up the 2-sweet, all that. So you got that. You got some ex-Bullet Club members in AEW.
Right.
But Bullet Club's still going and it's still strong in New Japan, right?
Right.
So what I'm gonna say is kind of on brand for this show, right? So Bullet Club was always made up of basically non-Japanese nationals who were in New Japan wrestling, and they were fucking shit up. Right. That's what made them dope, right?
Right.
Now, Bullet Club is basically made up of two Tongans, or what is Bad Luck Fale, but Australian. I think he's Australian Tongan, whatever. It's mostly made up of people of color, and it ain't cracking like it once was. What's up with that, nigga?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I think you got to be really. I think New Japan in the States is really for the die-hard, like, IWC fan. I don't watch New Japan. I should, but I don't. Like, I think it's because they don't have much of the exposure like the other companies do. And like, I mean, I don't know what channel, New Japan comes on. I don't check out, I don't read the, Reddits or anything about it. I don't watch it on YouTube. I don't know much about it. I think that's one of the reasons why it hasn't, succeeded as much as it could have in the States because of the exposure. I mean, WWE, as much as they're global, but they are the United States. You think U.S. WWE,
right?
Here's one thing I wanted to piggyback on and go back to with Finn Balor. What I hope what they do with this, and I hope because I saw was on Twitter today, and I was looking at what Finn Balor, they had a promo, a B-roll promo, what he was saying he was going to do with the NXT title, and he said that, look, I'm the man now. I'm making this belt mean something. Yep. And they did flashes of current WWE champions. And they showed Roman Reigns. They showed Drew McIntyre. He said, look, I'm ready to make this belt the belt.
Yeah.
And I hope they go that because they have the perfect person where the NXT, like, they hit on it a little bit when Kevin Owens first came over to Raw and he fought Cena.
Yep.
But I hope they really do something with it. Like, yo, fuck them Universal and WWE Championship. This is the belt. And I'm going to beat your ass and I'm going to prove it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope they go that route with it to make like, yo, this is the babe. If you want to be champion, come get this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck the other belts. Come get this one.
Absolutely. And on that same note, we got Survivor Series coming up. Mm-hmm. So we got the opportunity for all the brands, all the people on every brand to fight each other. And you're absolutely right.
You got Night of Clash of Champions coming up too.
Ooh, Clash of Champions is coming up. That's right. That's right. Yeah. So and I think if they want, so it's rumored right now that NXT might be changing nights, that they might be changing from Wednesday to Tuesday. Right? Because they got basically what it is that so TNT and USA are rivals. They want, they want to get better ratings than the other channel. Sure. What they're realizing is that putting NXT and AEW against each other is splitting the fans. Mm-hmm. And in this day and age of motherfuckers DVRing shit and motherfuckers like don't nobody watch shit live no more, right? Nope. So they're figuring out in this day and age, we need to split them apart. So USA is being like, yo, maybe we need to move NXT to Tuesday so they run unopposed.
Okay.
And then maybe, AEW will continue to run Wednesday. That way they can, there's 1 million people that are trying to watch pure wrestling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
USA looking at it like, yo, we'll take that million on Tuesday. Right. So that's a dope thing. But for WWE to really put that point across is that, they got to totally shake the developmental feel of NXT. Now, I sort of understand why NXT is still in the Performance Center because it's still in the Performance Center.
Sure.
They're filming it a little bit. They're filming it more like when they do TakeOver than when they do the Thunderdome, and that's fine. That's okay. Right. But what they need, like you said, they need people from the main roster. It need to be like Raw Underground, right? Uh-huh. So Raw Underground. I don't know if we talked about Raw Underground a couple times, but people go into Raw Underground. Titus O'Neil. They had Titus O'Neil go to Raw Underground just get his ass whooped because they were like, "Yo, this ain't your element." Which we still got some smoke for that too.
Oh yeah, we do.
But what they need to do also is that they need to do the same thing for NXT. They need some main roster cast that can't really wrestle to go down to NXT and get embarrassed.
Yep.
And they can hide it. They can hide it under the thing of, well, the people that watch Raw and people that watch SmackDown don't watch NXT. That's cool. But the people that watch NXT need to see a motherfucking Elias. I'm going to say it, Elias. And even though he came from NXT, they need to see Elias go down to NXT and get his ass whooped.
Right.
I mean, shit. They got Elias getting his ass whooped on Raw every week. It ain't going to be no difference. He's just going to get out-wrestled this time.
Yep.
They need to have sorry to say, they need to have a R-Truth go down there and get his ass whooped to put over the fact of this is different. You need to come down here with some skill. You need to come down here with some wrestling ability. Right. And you need to come down here with some gumption, motherfucker, because you're going to get your ass whooped.
Yeah. You know what? That might be the coup de grace for this whole retribution thing, man. Maybe Finn Balor's the leader. Maybe he is the leader. Maybe
I didn't think about that. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
And that's how they kick off this whole, no, this is the strap. This is the strap, not the WWE Championship. Although, but man, we'll get, and I know we probably get to this because I know we killing this, but dude, this Roman Reigns gimmick that came out of nowhere, dude, he is putting some of the best work he's done since he's been in this storyline. I'm gonna tell you what's going. Let's
get into it.
This seemed like this was the brainchild of Paul Heyman.
Absolutely.
This family storyline that they're doing with Uso and Reigns. But Roman Reigns is going to beat this man within an inch of his life.
Oh,
it's whoop his ass.
Oh,
you want to talk about some heat he about to get? He about to whoop Jimmy Uso's ass, bro. It's going to be bad.
Looking at the clock, he might be whooping Jimmy Uso's ass right now as we speak. As we speak, he might be beating the shit out of Jimmy Uso. But somebody on Reddit also posted. No, it was Dave Meltzer who said this. So he was basically saying, if you notice, they're making Paul Heyman's relationship with Roman Reigns totally different than Brock Lesnar. Yes. So Brock Lesnar, even CM Punk, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, CM Punk, they were all friends.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is all business.
Yep.
If you notice, he's not laughing. He's not giggling. He's not talking to Paul. He's like, hey, bruh, handle my business. Handle my business outside the ring. I'm going to handle my business inside the ring.
Yep.
This is the Roman Reigns we've been waiting for a long time. That big-ass Samoan dude is just whooping people's ass and like, I came to get my belt back. It's back, and ain't nobody going to take it from me. That's what we need to see.
That's what we want. And he all, like you said, he's all about – even the promo – dude, the promos from both Reigns and Paul Heyman, man, it's a lot of – I sense just a lot of, like, Jake the Snake with it.
Yep.
It's real – calm and calculated and to the point.
Yep.
And you listen.
Yep.
You listen to what he's saying. Like, he ain't yelling. He not screaming. But you listen to every word that both of them are saying.
Yep.
And it's good television.
Yep.
And it's different. I love it. For real.
Yeah, it's some good stuff, man. I was saying this a couple weeks ago, man. It's unfortunate that Raw and SmackDown, even with them doing new and different things, they're still doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. So I watched a full episode of Raw for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, yo, y'all still open this show with a 20-minute promo?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
You gotta stop that, man.
Are you kidding me? All these options of TV shows that I have to watch, like, yo, I could literally turn this off right now and watch motherfucking Woke on Hulu.
Right.
Or watch Great British Bake Off. Right. I will sit down and watch British Bake Off than a 20-minute promo opening a wrestling show. I want to see some wrestling.
Yeah.
Stop that shit, man.
Yeah. They need to start opening up. Sometimes they just need to start the show off hot. Like, so have somebody you know how they've been pushing, like, yo, let's be more sports like. Yo, man, have somebody come just not coming to the ring, getting out their car, and a motherfucker start beating their ass, like Retribution come and beat that motherfucker ass out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck is going on? I've been listening. I've been listening to Busted Open Radio,
Yeah.
With Bully Ray and Mark Henry.
Great show, man. That is a great ass show.
You know what I'm laughing about with Mark Henry when I sent you a tweet about the shit. Yo, man, do yourself a favor.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta pull that up. Wait a minute. Because all y'all gotta see this. If you have not seen this. Hold on.
Bro, I watched that. I was at work in the field trying to put some signs together. I'm at work, and I was like, let me go. I was like, let me take a second and just look and go on Twitter. And I saw that shit. What I mean to tell you, it took everything out of me, and it took me about a half an hour to get back calm and normal again. That was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
So
we gotta play it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have not seen this, so on social media, apparently this filter shows what celebrity you look like. So this young lady decided to take the challenge, and here are the results.
Taking off a skirt, let her wear my shirt before she leave. I'ma need my shirt back. Taking off a skirt, let her wear my shirt before she leave. I'ma need my shirt back. Taking off a skirt, let her wear my shirt before she leave. I'ma need my shirt back.
When they put whoever put that sexual chocolate theme song in there, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't a lick of shit. You ain't gonna never be shit.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Real tears, real fucking tears. Oh god.
Taking off a skirt, let her wear my shirt before she leave. I'ma need my shirt back.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh shit. Oh god. Dog, wait a minute.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. Boy, I miss, man. We might have to go back to the day we did commercial breaks. Oh my god. Nigga, they said she looked like Mark Henry.
Not only the app. It was an app that said she looked like Mark Henry.
Shit. Nigga. Oh god. Oh.
Oh man. What was we even talking about?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. That bitch looked like Mark Henry, dog. And then blended in, and then you put the music with it. That took me out, bro. That took me. Yeah, this is about the day I saw. Dude, I literally, like, I'm telling you, I couldn't work for a half an hour because I was crying. It was so fucking funny. I couldn't send that out. Like, I think I watched it 20 times before I sent it to you.
Oh my god. Oh man, that was cold. That was cold-blooded, man.
Oh shit! They didn't even say she looked like another girl. They just said, "Oh, nigga, you look like."
But like, shout out to Mark Henry, he the homie. But they went back to big, greasy dreads, Mark Henry. Like, they went to big, greasy dreads, Kool-Aid man, Mark Henry.
Oh shit! Hey man, you see the look on his face. It was the Hall of Pain, Mark Henry, man. Oh shit. Bro. Whoa, man, I'm sorry, dog. That shit. If y'all haven't seen that shit, well, you saw it now.
Man,
you funny, dog.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
I haven't laughed that hard in years. I saw that shit. I was like, oh, no, you didn't. Like, I was in disbelief, and then, like, that laughter came after watching it over and over and over, over and 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 over. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch, and over and over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
Dog, that damn near killed the episode. We might have should have waited to the end to show that shit.
We might have, well, I got something that'll bring it back.
Oh.
So New Jack City.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you brought it back.
so for this episode of New Jack City,
God, that bitch is like Mark Henry. Go ahead.
So I'm just gonna have to share this because I found this week, and it gave me so much joy to know that this is a thing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and share it right now.
Let's share it.
New Jack is on Cameo. Bruh, New Jack is on Cameo.
Oh,
look at this. Hold on, wait. Look at this shit. Hold on.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Gangster. And I have invaded Cameo. Hit me up if you want to shout out. Birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, funerals. Name it, and I'll do it. Holla at your boy.
So.
Ow.
So RBS, is this the part of the show where you're about to fucking give me the biggest surprise of 2020? And if you do, I'm closing the laptop. If you got something that you about to play, and then I'm gonna have to pack the cash after you half of this movie right now. You're about to play it. Warn me now, because I'm not gonna live. I'm gonna be dead.
No. Put a pin in that one. Okay. Put a pin, because I think if you've been listening to the show for a while, you know where we going with this. It's only $65 to get New Jack.
So you know we gonna do this shit, right?
You know we gonna do this. But hold on, man. Hold on. Jack got some preview cameos on here. So we're just gonna have to let these run. We're just gonna have to let these run. Hold on.
We're gonna play all 6 of these, and the New Jack City said it. And get ready. Put your seatbelts on. Then hold on. Get ready, bro.
You thought that Mark Henry shit was funny. Here we go.
So this is New Jack, the original gangster. And if you're out there listening, go buy the new Boss album, Pestilence of Spawn, and I'm coming for you, and I'll cut your fucking head off. Please believe it. I feed it to my goddamn dogs. Believe it.
The whole time I was like, is that a knife? Is that a knife? That's a knife. This nigga has a knife.
Well, we know he has plenty of knives. Everyone knows that. Go ahead to the next.
He has 4 justifiable homicides, allegedly.
Oh, shit.
Allegedly.
Oh, fuck.
Here we go.
There were 3 big categories of evidence: phone records, forensics, and photos.
Yo, this is New Jack, the original gangster. Y'all check out One Man Crew, Legion of the Earth, and Spotify, and iTunes.
He fucked up.
He got Bizarre from D12, Little White, and Seed of 6. Check that shit out. From the bottom to the top. Peace.
Oh, fuck, man.
He's fucking. So New Jack just out here getting fucked up doing cameos, man. I love it.
I love this shit.
Here we go.
Yo, this is New Jack, the original gangster. And I heard Adam wants a piece of me. Well, if you thought what I did to Gypsy Joe was bad, please believe I'll cut your fucking head off and feed it to the fucking dog. You ain't shit. You'll die, bitch. I am the original gangster.
Oh, shit. You will die.
You gonna die. I will feed you to my dogs. Oh, I think this next one might be my favorite one.
Might be the one.
This is the one right here. Hold on.
Yo, this is New Jack, the original gangster.
Can't even laugh.
Brandon, I heard it was your birthday. I'm sitting here watching a movie with my wife, and we decided to hit pause to wish you a happy birthday. I am butt-ass naked. I would show you my nuts, they might delete me off of Cameo. So I'll just say, happy birthday, motherfucker. You chicken eating motherfucker, you. Peace.
That was the one. That was the one. That was it.
You know what? Should we do this now? Should we do it? What would we have New Jack say? Man?
I got it planned out. Hold on, yeah. So number one, we gotta have him do a drop for the podcast. Number one, we gotta have him. But if you notice on that screen, so I don't know what that is, but is $2.99 to chat with New Jack, right? I don't know if that's $2.99 a minute. I don't know if that's what that is. I'm gonna get New Jack on for an interview. And look, I'm speaking it into existence right now. We're gonna get New Jack on. We coming for you, Cass, for an interview.
You know what the first thing I'm going to, right? and his current wife ain't going. She might not need to be in the room. I'm going straight to that question because I'm be like, hey, bro, I can relate to what you. I mean, I can't relate. But I what he's saying is true.
At least some of it, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. If we do that, bro, yeah, that's when people gonna come on here. Yeah. $2.99 to talk. Dude, all we need is 5 minutes. That's it. We need 5 minutes to New Jack, ask him a couple questions and let him get on out of here, bro. But I'm definitely asking that question about Terry. I'm gonna go there.
Minus swell.
Yeah. We might piss a lot of people off, bro.
Oh yeah. We gonna just like that motherfucker who was talking about wrestling reparation was stupid. We get New Jack on here, and then maybe we'll send him a link to the podcast. Maybe he'll listen, and maybe he want to be a regular. Can you imagine a week coming for you, cast presented by New Jack? Powered by New Jack. Powered by New Jack. 187
here just for a segment every week to talk about like random shit. Like we should just like talk about random shit in politics.
Yeah, we gotta have New Jack come on here and talk about world events.
Sign me up for that shit, dog. Sign me up, bro. Oh my god. Straight out of Low Cash Network, y'all might be getting some lot of followers and maybe a lot of heat if we do this.
Oh, it's gonna be some heat.
Yeah,
it's gonna be some heat.
Yeah.
But in the words of the great Eric Bischoff, controversy creates cash. Yeah. So we're gonna do that.
Manscaped, man. We want that. Yeah, man. We do Manscaped promos, man. Oh my god.
Oh. Shout out to Magic Spoon. Let me get some cereal, nigga. Yeah. Some keto cereal.
Yeah. What's that? Good food. I want to try that shit.
That's just, hey, listen, that shit good. Hey, you know, man, they ain't paying us for that. We're going to take that offline. But it is good, though. It is good. All right, man. It's about that time.
Uh-oh. It's about that time.
It's about that time when we give out.
Should I tell them about it?
Yeah. I'll let you tell it about it.
So,
I'm salivating. I'm chopping at the bit.
So if you haven't been listening to our show, we give out a prestigious, wonderful award. It was originally called the "You Fucked Up, You Know Your Ass Is Doomed" award. And how you get this prestigious award,
very prestigious,
is if you're in the realm of professional wrestling and you do dumb shit, we are the motherfuckers that tell you about yourself, motherfucker. So mid Rona, we were doing a podcast and we found out about our person that that we're getting into, John Jones. And John Jones decides to, in the middle of a global pandemic, go out in the middle of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and get a DWI.
Because he was bored.
Yeah, because he had shit else to do.
Nigga, everybody bored.
Everybody bored,
nigga.
So we know John Jones' track record, right? So because of John Jones' actions and his track record, we decided to recrescent the award and rename it the "You Fucked Up, You Know Your Ass Is Doomed" award to the John Jones' Freedom Memorial Award. because clearly John Jones didn't want his freedom.
Nope.
And the companionship award to the John Jones Memorial Freedom Award is the Adrian Broner on God Nem Award. And we will touch on that as well today.
Yes. So
the same rules apply.
Yes.
If you do some dumb shit in the realm of professional wrestling, we are the motherfuckers that tell you about yourself. And on the God Nem Award, if you're saying something in professional wrestling, your ass don't do it, don't follow through with it, that's a companionship award. So what we got on the docket this week? RBS?
All right. So I'm gonna actually start with the on God Nem Award. I'm gonna start with the on God Nem Award, and so it's a little bit further back, but it is very fucked up. It's very fucked up. Very fucked up.
The combo meter going up.
Oh, the combo meter's going. The combo meter's going up because we said this. But the person who's getting the on God Nem Award is opposed to somebody who won't get the on God Nem Award because they will do the shit.
Okay.
Apparently, allegedly.
Okay.
So the on God Nem Award goes to the dude who tried to kidnap Sonya Deville.
Wait a minute. Wait. So this motherfucker tried to kidnap a grown woman who has a social media following.
Yes.
And did not succeed.
Yes, did not succeed. He got caught.
Go into the story, please.
Now, on August 16th, a man was arrested on a kidnapping charge at the home of WWE superstar Sonya Deville. Philip A. Thomas, the recipient of the On God Nem Award, and I don't even know who Nem is, was arrested and charged with 3 felonies, attempted armed kidnapping, armed burglary, and aggravated stalking at the home in Lutz, Florida, according to police. He is also being charged with misdemeanor criminal mischief. He is being held without bond. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office announced the arrest, but did not release the homeowner's name. ESPN confirmed via public records that the home is owned by WWE Sonya Deville. Police said that Thomas had been planning the alleged crime for 8 months, and the sheriff said that Thomas stalked the alleged victim on social media for years.
He's been plotting this shit for
hellas, right? So, according to the press release from the sheriff's office, Thomas entered the home at 2:43 a.m. Eastern Sunday after the homeowner went to bed through a sliding back door. The entry triggered an alarm, which led the homeowner looking out the window and seeing Thomas on the property. The homeowner and the guest fled the house in a car and called 911. Thomas was still inside the residence when the officers arrived. So his dumbass.
Wait. Okay, so stop. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So
he sat his silly ass in that house. With the alarm going off. The alarm was going off. He sat his dumb ass in the house. Like, I thought she was still gonna be here. Are you kidding me?
I'm done. I can't do the podcast no more.
So here's the thing. So they caught his dumb ass in the house. He was carrying a knife, plastic zip ties, duct tape, mace, and other personal items.
What the fuck was you? I'm Chris Handsome, Dateline NBC. So what's in your pocket? You got zip ties. What else you got, Mr. Adam? You got condoms. You got what else? So you was gonna try to kill Sonya Deville? Why?
Yes, in her house with an alarm system, because he'd been stalking her on social media for years. Now, here's the other side of that. Here's
I'm still stuck. His dumb ass in the house. Why that alarm going off? No, I'm gonna wait for her. I'm not going nowhere. She gonna come back. I'm gonna wait. It's like it's the house. It's like it's both ours. It's like it's both ours.
I'll just stay in it, you know.
Dumb motherfucker.
This stupid. So here's the other side of it. So the non on God Nem, the yes, I will do this. So AJ Styles talked about Sonya Deville, right?
Okay.
And you know, they co-workers, he knows her and all that. So AJ Styles was on his Twitch page, RIP to his Twitch page apparently, because Vince said you can't do that shit no more.
Okay.
But here's AJ Styles' quote on Sonya Deville's attempted kidnapping. He says, and I quote, I think Sonya not being there was like God protecting. That's what I think. And when I mean protecting I mean she would have killed that guy.
Yeah, she would have killed that motherfucker.
AJ Styles confirmed that Sonya Deville bought that action.
Yeah. And is she a former MMA?
Yes.
Oh, no, that motherfucker would have been getting zip tied and getting his ass whooped.
She would have zip tied his ass with his own zip ties, stabbed him with his own knife, and then maced him in the face with his own shit.
That would have been a long-awaited movie of Enough 2, starring Sonya Deville and not Jennifer Lopez. That's what you would have seen. It would have been the reenactment of it. That would have been the sequel of Enough 2. And Enough, it would have been the nigga getting his ass. Enough. That's enough, sugar. That's enough.
Sugar, that's enough. He went in that house thinking it was Mr. Nasty time. He was like, oh no. Sugar, that's enough.
Oh man, this might have been one of the best you fucked up, your has to do award. I mean, the John Jones Memorial Freedom Award ever. So he qualifies for the on God Nem Award because he was trying to do something and he didn't accomplish it.
Yes, he qualifies for that one. But we got somebody better for the John Jones Award.
I can't take this shit no more, man. Between the chick looking like Mark Henry and this dumb motherfucker staying in the house, he's still alone. ADT has already been alerted, and your dumb ass is still there, and you hear it like it's beep beep beep. Like a day. Have you ever been so back in the day when you went to your grandmama's house and they had the ADT pad, and when y'all went somewhere and y'all came back, y'all would open the door and that goddamn loud ass ADT shit. That shit is loud.
That shit is loud, way loud.
You mean your dumb ass stayed in there?
He was just like, he just sat there like, I wonder if she's gonna come back.
ADT, we're home, even if you're not. Really, motherfucker.
Your dumb ass.
Hey, ADT, we need some sponsors.
Hit us up. So for the John Jones's Freedom Memorial Award.
Who? Jeff Jarrett?
No, not today. Not today. He is also a white man and probably from the South. But
Jim Cornette?
No.
Okay.
Marty Janetty.
Oh yeah. You fucked up. Your ass is doomed.
So Marty Janetty got a couple infractions. Right?
Yeah.
So early last month, Marty Janetty wrote a Facebook post where he admitted that he killed somebody. And I don't know how to put that lightly. He admitted he killed somebody.
No, not for justifiable homicides. No, this was unjustified, right?
And it probably registers as a hate crime if they go back and listen to it. So I'm gonna read Marty Janetty's Facebook post. He says, and I quote, "I never told no one this." He said that. "I never told no one this, even my brother Gino, because Gino would have killed him, and I don't want my brother gone. Hell, he'd only recently came home from Vietnam. He said Vietnam, not Vietnam. Marty Janetty also don't know how to spell.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
He also don't know how to spell. But he says, and I continue to quote, "I was 13 working at Victory Lane's bowling alley buying weed from a derogatory term for a gay man."
Oh, okay.
He was buying
one.
Yes, right. I was buying word from derogatory term for a gay man that worked there, and he put his hands on me. He dragged me around the back to the building. You already know what he was going to try to do. That was the very first time I made a man disappear. They never found him. They should have looked in the Chattahoochee River, but Winnie, the girl in these pics, now he was in a picture with a black woman. He said, but Winnie, I likes you so damn much. He said this, I likes you.
And I want you.
So damn much.
It was the hard way.
It was the hard way. It was the very hard way. He going where Fleece Johnson used to be because Fleece Johnson out. But he said, I likes you so damn much. Probably my favorite, but I promised myself way back then no one would ever hurt me again. That includes you. I loved you, but you hurt me with your fucking Jamaican jealousy. You can go in your own way. I don't need you. But hold on. Hold on. There's more.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Mary and Joseph.
So a couple days later, he tried to play it off like, dog, that was just the beginning of a storyline.
Uh-huh.
He said, it was just the beginning of a damn storyline. But oh my God, didn't the world buy it? I never knew it would be that easy. I mean, Inside Edition, People Magazine, TMZ, Fox News, all major news outlets worldwide jumped on that story. It got so hot that I had to drop it. When the Columbia, Georgia Police Department got involved, I knew I had to drop it. Here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
Or as my bruh Snoop Dogg says, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
Wow.
But wait.
Because it's definitely hot, motherfucker. That motherfucker is scorching hot.
But wait. There's more.
There's more?
So Marty Janetty also went back on Facebook because he doesn't know when to leave well enough alone.
Oh.
And he says this is why I stay in trouble. Because I speak real talk, and that often doesn't fit in with today's slanted social media world. But I'm going to say it if I feel it, like right now. I'm all for white people understanding that black people have to grow up differently because of color. I know it. I see it since a kid. Hell, most of my friends are black, and I have a lot of black girlfriends. Nigga. But fuck, my black brothers and sisters got to realize too, we white people act different over seeing black people because of a few who rape, rob, pillage, and kill us, and yet only make up 15% of the American population. It ain't that we don't love y'all. It's we're scared of what you might do to us, and the ones who ain't scared of you get labeled racist. And yes, it's just a few that spoil the whole damn bunch. But please explain to me how we can tell you ain't one of the few. P.S. Yes, Black Lives Matter, and I respect and support that, even though it's a Democratic-owned movement. But to my tons of black friends, truth matters too.
Jesus Christ. Well, here's well, Marty Janetty. This might be requested to the Marty Janetty Shut Your Ass Up Award. Marty Janetty, you want to talk about about the few racist people that is pillaged, robbed, and raped wonderful people. I guess you could just consider that a 400-year-old receipt.
Damn.
I mean, if we want to go there, number one, because I'm pretty sure 400 years ago there were a few that were pillaged, raped, and robbed. Black people.
Not just a few. Not just a few.
Not just a few.
A plethora, if you will, baby.
Yeah, if you want to talk about that, number one. Number two, what the fuck are you doing? Martin.
I don't even know if that's your name, but Martin.
But if that is your real name.
If that is your real name, what the hell are you doing, bro?
What are you doing? You thought it was a storyline. So, is he so the police is involved. Is he incarcerated or is he still out?
Well, he's still out.
Okay.
Because so the police pulled some slick shit like police do, and they were like, yo, there was no missing person report around the time of what he was talking about. So we're just going to leave it alone.
So why would you even, like, if you are high profile, why are motherfuckers so stupid? If you are high profile, you're in entertainment. Why would you even play on some shit like that? Like, why? And you wasn't like that. You didn't say that shit in public like Hulk Hogan's dumbass. You said this shit like it was just open. Just some shit to say. Like, what the fuck was you high? What the fuck was you doing, Marty Janetty? Like, what the?
Hey, man.
Has WWE taken him out the Hall of Fame yet? Have they removed him off of any of the websites yet?
I doubt it. I don't think so. But here's the thing. Bobby Heenan was right. Bobby Heenan was right about Hulk Hogan. He knew Hulk Hogan wasn't shit. And he was right about Marty Jannetty when Shawn Michaels threw his ass through that plate glass window. Yeah. He was like, Marty Jannetty, dumbass, jumped through that window. And you know what? Marty Jannetty jumped through that window. That's canon now.
Yeah, it is. It is. Marty Jannetty, you are getting – dude, I damn near wanted to – John Jones was about to get off the hook, man. I was about to bring the award to the Marty Jannetty Shut Your Dumb Ass Up award. I might have to think – I might have to go to sleep and think about it. I might have to think about this. The Marty Jannetty Shut Your Dumb Ass Up award. It got a good ring to it.
Yeah, we might just have to add one more award to the plethora of awards that we get. Since we're in a given mood, you know what I'm saying? Marty Jannetty Shut Your Dumb Ass Up award.
Come on, Marty Jannetty, man. You can't say no dumb ass shit. Man. Especially now, man. No, fuck that. You don't do that shit, Marty Jannetty.
Not now, not ever. Not now, not ever.
God damn. Then you talk, I got a bunch of black friends and let's get back to that statement. Yeah,
yes. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
That shit. Because of a few people that you look at us different? Really? So that's the whole problem with this shit. This with everything with BLM is talking about.
Yep.
You look at, like, first of all, you motherfucker, you acting like y'all didn't do that shit first. Cause you did.
Yep.
Like, how do y'all do y'all? Oh.
Well, if you really think about it, what he's saying, what he's talking about, and all the shit where it's like we don't know if you're one of the few that do all this shit. It's white guilt, number one, but it's white guilt on the thing of white people are really afraid that black people gonna do the shit to them, and they did to us.
Exactly.
And that's why they walk around here scared.
Yeah. Listeners, if you're Caucasian, I'm sorry if this is offending you, but we black, man. This is what if you really do your research and look at the history of what happened with slavery, and you think that we're happy about the shit, like, what the fuck you mean? Like, no, right. Motherfucker, if a motherfucker kicked you in the nuts and and went into your house and stayed there and your alarm going off and waited for your ass to come there and disrespected you, would you want to get that motherfucker back? Yeah. Turn up, kiss my black ass. We don't fucking want to do that shit.
All right. Well,
this episode, this is doozy here, man. I wasn't ready for this.
It was my glass of Uncle Nearest, man. That's what it was.
God, this is about as good as episode 6. Close.
It's close. Episode 6 is probably the best one. It's gonna be the best one for a long time.
Yeah. Ooh, man, Marty Jannetty, you fucked up, bro. Get off Twitter. Get off of whatever media platform you on and shut your ass up. You stop. Just stop with your tweeting and you click like and subscribes again. Click like and subscribe to these nuts.
With that, we gotta bring it back to some positivity and get to the I'm Black Y'all segment. That's the only way. That's the only way we can end this show with some positivity for sure.
Jesus Christ. Who we got like it? I'm out of it, man. I ain't got nothing. God.
All good. I'm gonna bump for you. I got you from here. So we gonna stick with the Hurt Business. And I think this is the only brother in the Hurt Business that we haven't already covered in all the episodes, because we literally have covered everybody else in these episodes, but we gonna say I'm Black Y'all shout out to Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, let's do it. We ain't giving them an award. Yeah, let's give it to him.
Yes, sir. So Shelton J. Benjamin is an American professional wrestler currently signed to WWE, performing for the Raw brand. In 2020, he joined the Hurt Business along with MVP, Bobby Lashley, and Cedric Alexander. He's known for his work in New Japan Pro Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Noah through their working relationship under the ring name Shelton X Benjamin. So now he got rid of his slave middle name.
Yeah,
he was over there in Japan. I rocks with that.
I rocks with that.
He was also in Ring of Honor under his real name. Prior to becoming a professional wrestler, he was a two-sport athlete in college. Benjamin won the NJCAA championship in both track and field and collegiate wrestling. Damn. After attending junior college, he completed his degree from the University of Minnesota. Wow. Benjamin started his wrestling career, which University of Minnesota, he was Brock Lesnar's roommate up there. So him and Brock cool. Benjamin started his pro wrestling career in WWE's developmental territory, OVW, where he held the Southern Tag Team Championship 4 times, 3 times with Brock Lesnar, 1 time with Rodney Mack. Shout out to Rodney Mack, another great black wrestler. WWE then moved him to the main roster in 2002, where he formed an alliance with Kurt Angle and Charlie Haas, known as Team Angle, and later the world's greatest tag team, period.
Yep.
During his tenure with the company, he won the Intercontinental Championship 3 times, U.S. Championship once, WWE Tag Team Championship twice with Haas, and he returned to WWE on SmackDown to team up with Chad Gable in 2017. He also won the World Wrestling Council Universal Heavyweight Championship once. So shout out to the homie Shelton Benjamin.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
You've read all those accolades, and y'all probably know where I'm going. He was what champion was he?
He was Intercontinental U.S. Tag Team Champion.
So how come someone with that caliber of an athlete has not been in the main event picture to be WWE champion?
Exactly.
I want to answer this, please.
Exactly. And he should have been in that years and years ago. There's a famous match of him fighting Shawn Michaels, jumping off the top rope against super kick.
Yeah,
that was the height of his popularity. That was like 05, 06, something like that. Mm-hmm. Yo, he should have had a championship run back then. He's 45 years old right now. His time is more than likely past.
Yep.
Shelton Benjamin should have been given a lot of world championship opportunities by now, for sure.
So back to what Big E told The Miz in that talking smack on Raw Talk?
Yeah, talking smack. Yep.
How much more merit do you need, Miz?
Bam. Yep.
That shit exists, bro. I don't want to hear that you need to keep grabbing for this. Man, fuck this brass ring, dog. That shit don't exist, dog.
Yep.
I don't want to hear that shit. There's been plenty of stars that should have been pushed to the moon by now that have athletic prowess that has not been given the opportunity yet. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
And it's people of color, bro.
Absolutely.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry.
No, 100%. I mean, even going to Booker T, man, like, people were talking about Big E need to be serious, this, that, and the third. Look at Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin has not been a comedy act. They had him in one comedy act, and that's when they had Thea Vidal play his mom.
Yeah.
That was like the only comedy act that he had his entire career. Mm-hmm. Always been serious, always been a dope wrestler, never got that shot. Now, why is that? Okay, people might say, yo, he can't cut a promo. Paul Heyman is walking this earth. Paul Heyman ain't got one black Paul Heyman guy yet.
Ooh.
Think about that for a second. Paul Heyman should be managing a black dude, whether they can talk or not.
You right, bro.
Just saying.
I haven't thought about that. Not one ever in his career.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm about to say, not even in the Dangerous Alliance, none of that shit. Now, Paul Heyman has put some black dudes on, like our friend of the podcast, New Jack. He put him on the ECW.
That's probably maybe he put a bad taste in his mouth. Maybe that's
He's like, I ain't working with no more black dudes.
You know what? I can totally understand if I ask Paul Heyman why you haven't put a black dude, he says 2 words, New Jack. You right.
Okay. Good point, Paul. Good point.
I totally understand. Okay.
Well, all right, man. We got to get out of here. That's been a doozy of an episode of We Coming For You Cast. We thank y'all for joining us. My name is RVS. You can find me at FrenchISO6 on all social media. And my man right here is...
I am ROD. You can't catch me on any social media right now because I have deleted all my accounts for the time being. Temporary. I'm off the grid right now. I got some shit that I'm trying to clear my mind on, and when it's done, I'll get back on. But right now, y'all can't find me. I'm at 316 Gimmick Street, and you ain't never know where it's at.
Side note, get off social media every now and then, for sure. Like that's the RVS public service announcement. Get the fuck off social media every now and then.
Yeah, every now.
That shit ain't good for you.
It's not.
It's not.
Your head up. Just get off. Just get off of it.
They designed it. I'm a software developer. They designed the shit to give you the same feelings as drugs. The same endomorphins go off in your brain. The same pleasure receptors go off in your brain as drugs. And when you scroll through that shit and you like and blah, 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 it fucks with you. Get off of it every now and then.
That's why I add. Honestly, I've been okay not being on there, right? I've been actually pretty good. I might stay off for a little while.
Yes. But hey, if you have any questions for us, shout out to Kevin Anderson and shout out to the other motherfucker that sent us some shit. But if you have questions, comments, all of that shit, man, hit us up. We got a couple avenues. Comment on YouTube. Email us at wecomingforyoucast@gmail.com. Or hit us up on Twitter at WCFYcast. Hit us up on Facebook at We Coming For You Wrestling Podcast Fans. And always, if you want to hit us up online, go to our website, prowrestlingblack.org.
That is a real website, people. Pro Wrestling Black.
It's a real ass website. And it might be undergoing a redesign pretty soon, hopefully.
Okay.
I'm gonna flex some of my web development muscles and figure out what's going on there.
Okay, all right. I fucks with that.
Yes, sir. So for ROD, I'm RVS. We out.
We out of here in a minute, y'all.
Peace.
That bitch look like Mark Henry.
Cut that shit off. Cut that shit.
You want it? You got it. You want me to get crazy? I'll get crazy. Sitting there apologizing. For what? Because I gotta fight three guys? Three guys trying to kill me? I'm a gang member, baby. Remember that.